People often ask me why I chose to move to Preferred Shore when expanding my career from New York here to Sarasota, Florida. Today I'm going to interview Robert Milligan, the broker owner of Preferred Shore, to give you a little insight on him and the company that I now call home. Come with me. So Robert, what inspired you to get into real estate, and at what age did you embark on that?
Well, I started at 19 years old, and I got my license to become an investment advisor first. And I figured out real quick that people weren't taking investment advice from a broke 19-year-old. So a few months later, I got my real estate license, and it worked out well because people didn't have to take my word or credibility for it so much. They could vet the investment opportunities for themselves, as I primarily worked with investors, and that kind of unbottlenecked things and allowed deals to flow.
Very good, very good. And at one point you moved away from Sarasota, but you've obviously come back. So what was the catalyst for coming back to the area?
Yeah, well, we moved away to begin with, basically for financial survival during the Great Recession in 2008. And things kind of dried up here. I was in the real estate industry at that time. So we were away for a little while. The lifestyle where we moved to wasn't great. And then fortunately, my phone started ringing again with opportunities in, say, 2010. And my wife and I were very happy to come back around and enjoy a better lifestyle.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, there are a number of real estate brokerages here in Sarasota. So why embark on creating your own?
Well, in 2014, when we started this company, the last thing that Sarasota needed was another real estate brokerage. However, I did find that there was a portion of realtors in this marketplace that were underserved, meaning that the choices were you could join a luxury company, but it would be a pretty exorbitantly, maybe even prohibitively expensive platform to work with. And there were some better choices with in terms of compensation plans, but these were companies that agents may not necessarily be proud to be affiliated with. So we found that we could become a company with high class at a fair cost, and that's resonated nicely with agents, and it's been working.
And it seems the culture is fantastic here. It's part of the reason I'm here. What do you think about the culture really encourages agents to come on board, and what motivates clients to want to work with your agents?
Yeah, well, culturally speaking, if we want to use like retailers as an analogy, some of the luxury brands are more like what I would say like Saks or Neiman Marcus, where it presents as exclusive but almost uncomfortably so to some clientele, where we're positioned as a luxury brand as well, but we're more like, say, Tommy Bahama, where it's still quality. I think that might be a shirt you got on.
One of my newest ones.
So
yes.
There we go, perfect analogy. So where it's still it's a luxury brand, but it's a bit more relaxed and comfortable. But quality is still something that's important and celebrated, and so I would say that is how we present and what people perceive as a culture. And it has resonated very nicely with customers because these people are often shopping on barrier islands, and in spite of being affluent, their preferred footwear may be flip-flops, which is fine by me. And so it's just a relaxed, comfortable, but yet still high class with standards type of a culture.
I agree. So what initiative here at Preferred Shore is currently underway that maybe you wish you had implemented sooner?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have recently established a new path for growth into new territories. So as we grow, and of course any company you want to further develop things, we've figured out a very responsible way that matches our culture that we just spoke about. And sure, I think it would have been great to have done something like that sooner, although we're in a really good place for that type of initiative as an organization right now, and this is a great time for growth, so I don't have any big regrets about not implementing that sooner, but I would have loved to have put this together a little bit earlier on.
Sure. And so as a person who came back to Sarasota, I obviously made the choice to move here a few years ago. In your opinion, what is it about Sarasota that makes it an attractive place for people to move to or to stay in?
I think that Sarasota is the total package in terms of being a great place for families that's safe, that has great schools, but also tons of recreational opportunities to occupy your free time. If someone's still in the working phase of their life, there's a lot of opportunities for entrepreneurs. There's a lot of upward mobility available, and overall lifestyle-wise, I've often told people that it's kind of like a place with big city amenities, but no big city problems. There's still a lot of small town charm.
Absolutely. And lastly, can you describe Sarasota in 3 words?
Great question. A charmed life.
Well put. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
I want to thank Robert for taking a few minutes today to talk to us a little bit about himself, the company that's driving success for both its agents and clients. If you're interested in joining Preferred Shore, or if you're interested in hiring an agent to help you on buying or selling a house here in Sarasota, reach out to me and be well.